What's up YouTube, Kyron back up in here with another video, and today I have a long awaited video that I wanted to do. It is my updated jewelry collection. A good and popular topic of discussion on this channel is my jewelry selection. It has been changing over the years. It always has been updating and progressing. Every couple of months I kind of like switch up my, well, not so much my style, but just like my preferences when it comes to jewelry. And I feel like overall accessories kind of make or break an outfit. They kind of like amplify something so simple, and accessories is the key to unlocking the do it. Let me get into what my new additions of jewelry has been over the past couple months since I filmed that last video, because it has changed a little bit. Some of the things have stayed the same, but I will get into everything. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. I upload pretty often when it comes to this, the do it, drop top, all of that. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel whenever I'm updating it with new content, and follow me on my Instagram as well whenever I'm not uploading on YouTube. I'm normally posting content over there, so make sure to go stay tuned to that as well. So continuing on with the video, we're just gonna start on to, I guess, bracelets. Bracelets can be really underlooked or overlooked in my opinion. It's just like a piece that a lot of people kind of just like don't really think of, or it's just like, it's just kind of too hard to get into sometimes, which I kind of agree. A lot of my friends don't really rock with bracelets all too much, so I'll get right into those right away. As a disclaimer, when it comes to like a lot of my jewelry, some of it has been like sent to me, or I get it locally. So if I don't know how to tell you guys where to get it, I'll try and leave some alternatives in the description box down below, or just try to guide you where to get your own stuff. But I'm just letting you know, it's kind of hard to get some of this stuff, so let's get into it. First bracelet is by Silverstone. Really great company overall. They just make really classic silver goods. They have like a main collection, which is like the more ready to wear silver items, and then they have like other collections that they drop by season, and those are like the more obscure stuff, like things that you could gravitate towards. So if you guys are curious about them, I'll leave them in the description below also. But they sent me this like mini Cuban link bracelet. Sorry you guys aren't able to see it on my wide camera, but I will have detailed shots for you. But yeah, just like classic Cuban link style bracelet, really tiny. The only problem I have with my bracelets is that I like them to stack perfectly, and that's just my OCD kicking in. Got a PS4 notification, my bad. I just really like them to stack like perfectly. So realistically I would like them to fit like tight like this, but they just dangle kind of like this. It's kind of just a pet peeve of mine, but I don't really mind it all too much right now. I'm gonna wait until I see a jeweler so that they could just snip the excess and then have it like formed to my wrist. Although a lot of people recommend not to have that, because if you bend your wrist like this, it could snap really easily, but I really don't care. I just want it to fit the way I want it to fit. Going next in line, apart from the Cuban link bracelet, I think this is like in the $200 range. I can't really remember how much it is exactly, don't quote me, but yes, in the $200 range, I'm pretty sure. Next in line is just like something to contrast like the white set that I have. Although it is like silver for the most part, I just consider this my white set, because in the past I did used to wear a lot of yellow gold, so I'm considering this my white set for now. Just to contrast it and break it up, I've been really into these like friendship bracelets. I don't know what to really call them aside from that, but they're like weaved together with like some type of a waterproof yarn. You'll find them a lot like when you go out traveling, like some people like just twist them together and they sell it to you on the beach or something like that. I found this one on the street of Montreal. They were like having like a bunch of vendors for around Grand Prix time, and I found it. Some guy like makes his own, and he just like reads books all day, and he just sells these on the street, and this color was really nice to me. There's a pink one as well, and I was kind of contemplating between picking both of them, but I got one, and then I wanted to go back the next day because I was still thinking about the pink one, and the pink one was gone. I was very sad, but it's whatever. I got this one for now, so it should be really interesting. Just wearing this, and the only problem with this is that because it's waterproof, it tends to like untie pretty easily. The threads are pretty loose for the most part, so that's kind of unfortunate, but it's whatever. I'll deal with it for the moment. Next in line is like the conversation starter for a lot of people. People love this bracelet. I got it while I was in LA, and a lot of people have been asking about it. It is the star bracelet by Who is Jacob and Fernando. Amazing bracelet, honestly. I've been waiting to get mine for a while. They were teasing the black one. They already put out the white one, and a lot of people just like seem to love this bracelet. It's just perfect. It's like just like a perfect link, like just like stars all wrapped around the bracelet. It's kind of just like endless. It reminds me of like an eternity band, just like a simple like tennis bracelet. It just has that same effect. I mean, with a little flair of the star emblem just repeated over and over and over again. The best part about this is that this could fit like any wrist because it's attached with like an elastic band. That's just like the best part. It just could fit anyone. It's reasonably priced. I think this is like between 80 and 100 bucks. I think it is actually 80. Not bad at all. Like really dope. The one that is following to that, thanks to Fernando and Jacob for giving me one of those, by the way. I really appreciate it. Getting into the last one of my stacked set is this, like, I don't even know what to call the link per se, but it's just like a bunch of circles like interlocked exactly like this, if that makes sense. But they're literally exactly like this, just a bunch of circles, really tiny. And I got this in Mount Royal. It's an area in Montreal. They have like a bunch of like boutique style stores with like a lot of Indian heritage, or how would you describe that, like bohemian inspired clothing and also jewelry. And I found a random store that my mom's friend put me onto, and she had bought me a ring, but the ring didn't fit me, so we went back to the jewelry store and they gave us credit for the ring, and then I was able to get a ring and a bracelet, which was this one. The ring I don't really wear on my set anymore, but this bracelet is amazing and I love it so much. So it fits perfectly with my set. I just wear it all the time. Hopefully you guys like the set too, but like I just like pretty much just what I wear every day. I don't take any of these off, so they're always on my wrist. I told you guys I can't keep this on for more than 3 days without it falling off, so I need a master knotsman to tie this, please. I like this so much, it just always falls off. I just need this to be tied onto my wrist. Thank you. That being said, moving on to the rings. Another big topic of discussion whenever I post Instagram pictures. People are always like, where'd you get your rings, or how do you get your rings, or what are they? So I'll just break it down. First one, pinky ring, is from my grandmother in Belize. Like, so this is just like more of a sentimental ring. Has like a lot of like Mayan temple figures or imagery around the ring, just engraved. Next up is a new ring ish to you guys, because I haven't really shown this on the channel or talked about it. This is by Sainthood. It's an Australian jewelry brand. They contacted me like a while ago and they sent me this ring, and then also one of these necklaces that I'm going to tell you guys about. But it's more of like a signet style ring, but it has this like cross and circle to it. It's very heavy, and then it also has like Mary on the side, like engraved. Just a lot of detail to this ring, and I was just really surprised when the company hit me up, because like they do make like high quality products, but like not a lot of people know about it. And it's Saint Hood, not Saint Woods, not to be confused. I have talked about Saint Woods in the past, but that's not what this is. This is Saint Hood. So if you guys are interested about this ring, I'll leave it in the description also. Simple and plain, really heavy though, really heavy. Next up is a new addition to my ring collection that I've been wearing on the daily, is this curb ring by Silverstone. Once again, this is kind of similar to my Cuban link bracelet, and when I first got it, I was wearing it right like next to here or something like that, but like it just was like, it's a little too loose. I think it was a 9, but I think there might have been a mix up with the sizes or whatever. But anyway, now I moved it over to this side, and the ring that I got in the set with that one that I got from Mount Royal is what I had here, but I just replaced it for the meantime because that's the only thing that'll fit. But it's great. It's very similar to the Cuban style, like I said before, but they call it the curb. Just like a classic link of a ring, and I'm feeling it. Definitely really nice, very like classic finish to this whole hand. It's like unique, like standard with a flare, and then standard. So like that's kind of what I like. It's like an even balance on this hand. So for the most part, that's what I was really going for without even really trying, because I kind of all, like I got these all at different times. Going on to my next hand, sorry, I'm doing a lot of rambling, but like there is a lot of context behind like a lot of the jewelry that I have. So this hand, I'm gonna call it like more like the tarnished hand. These are like small little details and imperfections that kind of like really make a ring to me, and that's like what I've been really into recently. I'll get into like where I want my jewelry collection to go in the future after I like describe and tell you guys all about my current collection, but I'll just go into what I'm talking about with this hand right now. So this one is, I got it from an old friend. She's got this like tarnished bullet style looking ring. Pretty interesting. It's really heavy. I don't know where she got it, but it's really like just prime example of attention to detail. It has these small imperfections and dinks and bruises that really like make the piece. So like I always get complimented on this ring. Moving on to that is something that's kind of new, and the most new addition to the channel is, to the collection, is the STAATSBALLETT ring. This is all oxidized black silver. All of my jewelry is 925 silver, by the way, for the most part. Yeah, all of it actually, except for the waterproof bracelet. But yeah, all of it's 925 silver. The interesting thing about the STAATSBALLETT ring is that it is all 925 silver, but it's oxidized. It's been oxidized, so it turns all black, and the more you wear it, the more the silver kind of peeks through, which is pretty interesting to me. So like I've only been wearing this for close to a week, and with the wear that I've been doing, it's like the bottom half, since like I always grab things or whatever, or like dabbing people up, whatever it is, or like putting your hand on a metro, bunch of stuff, like the bottom is getting scraped up and the silver is appearing, and also the side, just because like I had a ring next to it, so it was clashing. But the progress is starting, so I'm interested to see what this ring looks like in like 2 months, 4 months. I just want to see like the silver start to peek through, because the black is really bold, but I just wanted to get to like the rest of the silver jewelry that I have, because it'll start to like form its identity a little better. Shout out to Kaylee and Avery for this ring. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Like, it's like one of my favorite rings right now. Getting into the final thing is my chains. A lot of people are always interested in my chains also. Some of them I really base it upon the pendant first, and then I get like the silver chain just to like complement it afterwards. You guys could go anywhere, like any like common jeweler, they'll just always have like 925 silver chains, and then you could just like look at the different lengths and links that they have at the moment, and then just kind of like gauge it from there. And that's exactly what I did. I'll get into it. The short one, we'll just go from the shortest to largest. The short one is a silver stone link for the chain, and also a silver stone feather pendant. I don't know if Silverstone still carries this, but if they do, I'll leave it in the description as well. That's what this whole body was. And then I added my baby cross from my Chrome Hearts set that I got last year in August. So this came in a set along with my big one, but we'll get into that later. They just pair together, and that's how I purchased it. I just threw the baby one onto the small set just because like together it's a little more amplified, and it being on the shortest one, it just adds a little bit more character to that. And like the feathers weren't really as significant on their own until I added the diamond cross I found. So like adding like 2 pendants, you guys could easily do that. Like I don't find it's too much. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You just have to play around with your set. And recently, that's kind of like what I've been realizing. Silverstone sent me another one, like another thicker sterling silver chain, but I'm getting it shortened right now so that I can have it more like a choker style. So that's why I'm not able to really show it to you in this video right now. They did send it along with this curb ring, but it is getting shortened right now currently, so that I can add another pendant onto it. It's gonna be like right above here, so I'm gonna have it stack all perfectly, like in a V formation. Moving on to the middle length chain, it is this Chrome Hearts pendant that I got more recently. Is very heavy, and it just has a CH on both sides. It's kind of like bubble like, it's really dense. And then on that, well, that pendant was added on to this other set that I received, and this was the other thing I got from Saint Hood, which was a dagger. It says Saint Hood on the back of the dagger, but I just put it on flipped so that the Saint Hood branding is to my chest, because I don't want it to like be like too visible. I just found it was a little too much with everything that was going on my chest already, so I put it facing me. And then on this side, it just has the Saint Hood like circle and plus branding. It's really pointy though, and like kind of like stabs me sometimes, so it's kind of dangerous. And I'm kind of wild. I sleep with my jewelry most of the time, unless like I'm trying to take it off and just like be fully in relaxed mode. But yeah, this Saint Hood's dagger is really interesting. Just had like another thing that's just like pretty simple, and then I added the chrome hearts thing and it made it a little bit more lively, for lack of words. So yeah, going on to the final piece, which is my baby. It is the big chrome hearts diamond pendant, the cross, the big boy cross. This is all white diamonds along the whole chest of the cross. I'm not religious, no, I'm not. I'm just a big fan of chrome hearts. So as you guys can see, like 3 of my jewelry pieces are chrome hearts. So I feel like they just like mastered like a lot of like the silver jewelry, in my opinion. And like for branded jewelry, it feels like it's the most, or like the best purchase, or like bang for your buck, because yeah, it is more on the pricey side if you get it retail, but if you get it used and it is like from a credible source, it does hold its value. And any type of other branded jewelry is normally like costume related. So like if you get like Gucci or like Louis Vuitton, most of them are not going to be silver. They're going to be like copper and like plated, or like stuff that you're not really going to enjoy, and it's not going to last through you washing your hands or you wearing it in the shower. Like I could easily wear my whole set in the shower. I shower with my jewelry a lot of the time, and nothing is rusting, nothing is tarnishing, nothing bad is happening. I definitely recommend getting like just doing your research when you're buying jewelry, making sure that the metals are precious metals, or they're metals that are not going to tarnish through your lifestyle. Or if you do want to go in the costume route, just make sure that you're taking care of it, taking it off when you're showering, etc. Where I want my jewelry to go in the future, I just want to like kind of like downsize it. As far as the rings, like I'm pretty willing to like get rid of like around 3 rings and just like have maybe between 2 and 3 on at all times. Right now I have 5, and I find it's a little bit too much. Just like I want to downsize and just have like the main ones that I love the most. I just kind of want to like take those out and then like replace it with more high quality metals and stones. So like I want to get more into diamond like rings and like stuff like that. Like I want 1 eternity ring for sure, and I want to get 1 custom pendant that I've been thinking of working on for a while. So that's like the 2 purchases that I kind of want to make. That'll probably be later on. And then I also want to get like an everyday watch that I've been like waiting for a while. So that's like the 3 like main jewelry things that I've been waiting for, and I think I'll be good for a really long time. Like I'm not really that deeply invested into it, but I do think it adds a lot to the outfit. So I feel like I just have like too many accessories right now. I want to like downsize and like clarify, if that makes more sense. It's like really mix and match. You guys can like kind of really find your own identity when it comes to jewelry. Like I just like been playing around with it for the past couple of years, and by no means am I an expert or anything. So like take whatever I'm saying with a grain of salt. And I have a couple recommendations for you guys as far as places to get your own jewelry. I have places locally, because I've been doing some like small research of small like little boutique style places where you could get your things customly made or even already made things. So I have those listed in the description below. And then also I have some online places that are really credible, and like other like well-known location-based areas that are credible also. So I'll leave those all in the description for you guys if you're interested to get your own custom jewelry, or like actual like just jewelry in general, along with all the stuff that I got on my body. So yeah, that being said, thank you guys for watching. That is my whole jewelry updated video. Sorry I wasn't able to like have like an autofocusing camera, etc., and there's like overlaid clips, but that's the best I can do for you guys. If you guys have any questions about any of the jewelry that I was talking about in this video, make sure to leave it in the comments below. I'll make sure to answer you guys 100%. If you guys are curious to stay up to date with me on a more frequent basis, I do have my Instagram, so make sure to go follow me on there. GOTSWEIGE is where you can keep up to date with me more frequently. Peace. My name is Kyron. Take care.
And she wanna jump on that bag and have fun. And I'm in the sense I don't know what I want.